Hello everyone! So for this video, I'm gonna teach you how to do the embroidery for the Harry Potter keychains. You can actually use any thread you want as long as it's yellow and red. But for this project, I actually used the same yarn I used for the crochet, which is the Monaco 5 strands. I just took one strand from the yarn. If you're gonna do this, just be very careful not to pull it too much because it's gonna break. So if you're gonna use the Monaco yarn as your embroidery thread, just be very gentle while doing the embroidery, okay? So I decided to start off at the back, and this is also where we will end because we can hide the knot here at the back because this will be covered by the robe later on. So I will be doing the knot here at the back, okay? And if you can see here, I pulled too hard and the yarn broke, okay? So that's why I'm telling you that if you're gonna work with this Monaco yarn as your embroidery thread, just be gentle and not to pull too hard. Now we're gonna do the patch on the robe. So this is the robe that we did. Okay, so the patch will go right over here. This is the single crochets that we did around the robe here. Okay, or on the fourth row on the side, that's where the patch would go. So we're gonna use the red thread again, and we'll do about 5 rounds of stitches. Now we just have to make a knot at the back. If you can see here, I accidentally pulled the string too hard again and it broke. But no worries, because we can hide it later. We can just put glue in it and then hide it when we stitch the robe onto the body of our character. So for the yellow thread, we could probably just do 2 or 3 stitches over the red that we did earlier. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as we can see red and yellow in there, we can assume that's the Gryffindor patch. So if you can see here, I just cut everything short and I just applied glue on it. Anyway, we can hide it later. But if you have a long enough tail, you can just weave it in. So once we assemble the robe onto the body, you're gonna do it like this so that the glued part underneath the patch won't show. I'm just gonna use Harry Potter's body, but this lashes, so the embroidery for the lashes is for Hermione. So this is what you're gonna do. By the way, for the lashes, I pulled 2 strands from the black Monaco yarn instead of just 1. And then we're just gonna hide the knots here on the head because it will be covered by the hair. Now for Harry Potter's scar, I also pulled 2 strands from the Monaco yarn. I used like copper red or dark brown colored yarn and stitched it on top of the right eye of Harry Potter because that's where his scar is. So this is how I'm gonna do it. And then we can do the knots on top of the head again where it will be covered by the hair later on.